Hey, welcome back to the channel in this week's video, where we're going to discuss going over how to reward yourself for the positive changes and the healthier lifestyle that you're creating. Before we get into it, a little space. I'm hiding out in my bedroom right now because we just had our windows done and they're beautiful, but they're not finished yet. So I'm kind of like hiding in here from my normal spaces because everything kind of got moved and shuffled around, and I just don't want you guys to see the mess. So I'm kind of hiding out in here for this video. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, let's get into talking about rewarding yourself and celebrating the milestones while on this journey of building a healthier lifestyle and building a healthier routine. So habits play such a huge part in our daily lives. So when you think about it, everything that you do is one way or another connected to some form of habit that you're doing. So to your morning routine, to what you eat and have for breakfast, to what you have for dinner, and even the way you drive to work every day. So everything becomes kind of a habit. So today I just wanted to explore a little bit about how you can go about rewarding yourself and kind of celebrating the milestones when you hit them. And I'm using the word milestones instead of like goals or targets, because sometimes I think goals or targets can lead to that's the end. No, I like to think of it as goals or milestones, targets, whatever word you want to call them. I personally like milestones because just like your habits and this healthier lifestyle, you want it to go on. Sometimes when we look at targets or goals, it kind of feels a little like it's gonna end there. Like I hit my goal, now what? Crickets. I think the word milestones is a little, I don't know, I just like it better because of the mindset around the word milestones is it doesn't end there. There's milestones to go. But before we dive into rewarding yourself and everything about rewarding your positive habits and milestones and your positive healthy lifestyle that you're building, I just wanted to say, please take this all with a grain of salt. This is everything that I've kind of learned on my own journey. Obviously everybody is on their own journey, so definitely take what I say with a grain of salt. But I think there is something to rewarding yourself and celebrating the milestones along the way, and just not looking at it, hey, I'm done for this, I hit this goal and now I'm done. I want you to kind of look at this is a reward that I get to get because I'm on this journey and I'm on to the next milestone. So a little background around the whole psychology behind creating and forming habits. So habits are essentially behaviors that we repeat regularly, and often sometimes unconsciously, because you just do them. Like you take the same path to work every day. You do it unconsciously, and before you know it, sometimes you get to work and you're like, how did I get to this point? Because your mind just does it so unconsciously, because you've done the route out of habit. You've done it so many times, it's become a habit. So habits are actually formed from a process of where our brains develop neural pathways. And the more times you do something and it becomes a habit, the stronger that neural pathway in your brain is. So that's why the more you do something, the easier it becomes. And the more you start to do it on a almost unconscious level, because you've done it so many times, it's become routine, it's become habit, and your brain doesn't have to think as hard. It wants the least path of resistance, so it's just gonna start forming that pathway, so it just becomes like second nature. Now let's talk about a little bit about the whole positive reinforcement and how it could be something that you might want to incorporate on your journey. So positive reinforcement is all about rewarding yourself for obviously the positive changes that you're making in your life. And what happens is this can actually help reinforce those neural pathways that we just talked about. And then it makes it easier for those habits that you want to stick. So it gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivation around what you're trying to achieve and hitting your milestones and targets and goals, whatever you want to call them, along the way. So how can you actually reward yourself and incentivize yourself into making these positive changes that you want to make in your life? And I have a couple tips around this. So my first tip is to set specific goals. This is where, and I've talked about it numerous times on my channel, is do the background and do the homework around whatever habit that you want to take on or that you want to incorporate into your life. Do the background, get specific with your goals. Don't just say, I'm going to become a runner. It's not going to work like that. Set a specific goal. I'm going to run every day for a full month to become a runner. Or I have a goal to run a marathon next year. I want to run a 5K in the fall. Those are specific goals. So you know you have a target or a milestone that you want to hit. My next tip is to choose a reward that actually aligns with the goal that we just went over. So if my goal, let's go back to our running example, is to run a marathon or 5K in a few months or next year, I might set specific milestone goals where I get to buy a new pair of leggings or a new running jacket or a new pair of headphones, something that's going to align with the goal or the milestone that you want to hit. I also like to think of this as also investing in yourself, because you're investing into not only yourself, but the new habit that you're creating or you want to make sure that sticks. So if you're investing in something, you're more likely to stick to that habit or, try and hit that milestone or goal because you're investing now in yourself and in this lifestyle that you're trying to create. My next tip is if your goal is very large, like the whole marathon next year, which by the way is not one of my goals, but we're just using this as an example, so just keep going with me. If your goal is to run a marathon next year, I want you to break that up into different milestones. So maybe you run every day for a full month, 1 month, or you do a couch to 5K program, and once the program on the app is done, then you invest in a new pair of leggings or a new pair of running shoes, something that goes with the goal, but also you're breaking up that larger goal so it feels more attainable because you're breaking it up into smaller action steps that are attainable. It doesn't seem so overwhelming at the end of the day. So if you need more help with breaking down all of your goals, I do have a 90-day goal getter planner, which has a challenge sheet for if you want to track your challenges, monthly challenges like I do. And having something like that to kind of guide you along the way, I just find it so much easier. This is just something that I've incorporated in all of my challenges and kind of setting goals. I always break it down and use this formula for myself. So I thought that would be helpful if you want to check it out. There will be a link in the description. Now going to how I reward myself, and I mentioned this in another video, my guilty pleasure is and rewarding myself is to buy myself new workout clothes. And especially because I'm on this healthy lifestyle journey, I have been trying to update my wardrobe with better quality pieces. But as you know, some of the brands out there are very expensive. So I found a little hack into updating my wardrobe without breaking the bank, and that is by using ThredUp. Now this video is not sponsored in any shape or form. I just wanted to put that out there. It is not sponsored, but I've been using ThredUp for years. And because I accomplished my meditating every day for the month of April, I wanted to show you what I was able to pick up for next to nothing. So here I have my haul. My haul consisted of these leggings, which are kind of nicer. They're not like workout leggings, but they ended up being a little thicker quality material. They have these fun zippers right here. So they almost feel like casual pants, which is kind of nice. So I picked up those, and because you cannot go wrong with more black leggings. I mean, tell me right now you don't have at least 5 or 6. This pair has these cute little mesh detail in them that I thought was fun. I got that pair, and then I was able to pick up this speckled pair, and I was able to pick up this maroon pair because that color is just, it's beautiful. And then I picked up 2 shirts. So one was this navy blue tank top, and I picked up this gray tank top with an eyelet back. I was able to pick up, so this is 4 pairs of leggings and 2 tops for around $50. And I don't know about you, but like, I don't know where you're spending or buying workout clothes that are practically brand new, because you can filter on ThredUp by new with tags or like new. So these are like brand new. And my little hack on top of this hack is to save a bunch of stuff. Don't be married to it just in case it sells to someone else. They hold sales every month, and you just buy what you want on a sale and get an even bigger discount on your items that you're getting. So that's my little hack, and that's what I did in order to get all of these already discounted items for even less. So I think that's pretty amazing. So like I said before, this video is not sponsored at all. I just love using them, and I have been using them for years. So I do have a share code because I have an account. You'll get $10 towards your purchase if you want to try ThredUp for yourself. I'll leave the link also in the description box below. So going back to our benefits of our positive rewards, celebrating your milestones, just real quickly, I just wanted to go over some of the benefits that we were talking about having a reward system or celebration system in place when you hit your milestones and those goals along the way. So one, it's going to increase your motivation to keep going because you're investing in yourself. Believe it or not, you yourself want to see yourself do well. So you're gonna have that boost in your motivation, and you're gonna become more self-disciplined around the habit that you're trying to create. It's also gonna boost your self-esteem and your confidence levels because you're building a healthier routine, you're building healthier habits. And that comes with a greater sense of control and accomplishment because you're hitting those milestones. And when you hit those milestones, you're reducing your anxiety and stress levels as well because you're so dang proud of yourself. And this just goes back to increasing your overall well-being. And when your overall well-being is raised and you feel better about yourself, you're just overall, you become a happier person. So yeah, I mean, I think personally rewarding yourself for positive changes that you're making in your life, I think it can be a powerful tool if you use it correctly. And not just buy yourself a chocolate cake for running every day for the month. Like, that's not a reward that aligns with your goals. But I definitely think rewarding yourself can become a powerful tool. And building your healthier habits and the healthier lifestyle, it's just all leading back to leading a more fulfilled life. So whether you want to try eating better or exercising, journaling, running, meditating, or even just developing a new skill, just remember to celebrate your progress and just reward yourself along the way. So I really hope that you found value in this. And if you missed last week's video, don't forget to click here, habit video, where we're starting a new stretching habit, or you can click here and watch my video on how do I even pick habits? Which habits do you pick? So you can check that video out here if you want to take the next step on your well-being, healthier lifestyle journey. I'll see you next week. Bye.